Hi guys, Candy here. Welcome to another video. Today's video, I decided to do something a little bit different. Is it different? I have certain particular YouTubers and Instagrammers who really inspire me. They inspire me to do what I do. I love looking at their feeds. I love looking at their makeup tutorials. So I decided to pay homage to the people that have shaped me and have that I love so much. So I decided to go for the people that I really adore and find some makeup looks that I really love of theirs and recreate it for you guys. So I've recreated this look here. This was a look that was posted on Instagram by NIKKIETUTORIALS. I love the pop of colour and I love that I was able to finally use my Urban Decay full spectrum palette. So this palette certainly came in handy for this look. I love this look. It is so glam. It's pretty full on. But you know, that's Nikki. She's glam all the time. I absolutely adore her. I adore her makeup looks. She is so talented and so gorgeous. So I hope you guys enjoy this recreation of mine, and I hope you enjoy my new lighting setup, and let's get to it. Right, so let's get into this and try and not make this a really long drawn out video. So in the picture, her skin is so dewy. It's like, it's so youthful, it's so glowing. So I'm going to try and recreate the same thing using the Mecca Lit From Within. This is the illuminating primer. I'm going to pop this on all over my face first. And for foundation now, I wasn't really left with too many options. My skin colour at the moment is kind of like this weird in-between shade that I just don't really seem to have a lot of. But I think this will do the trick. This is the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I do really love this foundation. It is a little bit more sheer though, which in her photo, like, her skin is flawless. Whether that be Facetune or not, every imperfection is like hidden, it's non-existent. But we'll give this a go and see if I can build it up to a pretty full coverage. Living under the sun, what a beautiful life. And for concealer, we'll go a little bit lower end. This is the Essence Stay All Day Long Lasting Concealer, and this is in the shade Natural Beige, and it's quite light. I'm also going to do a cream contour just to help keep it a little bit dewy. I'm going to take my Tatiest Pro Glow palette, which I am in love with, and I'm going to use the shade Real Original. Stay in my own way. Remind me what I became. Okay, and now to set everything down on my face, I'm going to take my RCMA powder. I love this powder, but as you may know, I hate how I have to apply it. So it's a bit tricky, and powder goes absolutely everywhere. That's what we do when we love a product, I suppose. So because in her picture her face has just got this amazing just luminescence to it, I know just the product for that, and it is the Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Palette. Now they are all like different colours, but I literally just grab my brush, sweep all over all three colours, and just apply that to my whole face, and it just helps make my face glow. Now I'm just going to add a wee bit of contour using my Kat Von D Shade and Light. And to bronze and blend that contour in, of course I'm going to use the NIKKIETUTORIALS. This was her collaboration with Too Faced, and this was her Power of Makeup palette. I'm going to use the Chocolate Soleil. And for my blush, I'm going to still use the Power of Makeup palette, and she has these two shades. One's called I Will Always Love You, and the other one is called Justify My Love. This one's a bright pink, this one's a peach. I'm going to actually mix those two together. I'm just going to dip my brush in both. I'm now going to give my skin a really good spray down just to help sort of lock that powder in and to make my highlight more intense, because that's what I'm going to be applying next. So I'm going to use the NYX Dewy Finish. This is the setting spray. I can't honestly tell you whether I find this makes my skin any dewier than anything else. So anyway, a bit of a gimmick perhaps. So for my highlight, you guys probably, if you saw this in my Snapchat, you'll know that I'm going to be using this. This is the Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collaboration, and this is in the shade Eclipse. It is quite pretty. I've had to use so much of this just to get like a real glow out of it. I think it's just because it's like really crumbly. Like maybe if you wet your brush it would be a little bit better. Let's wet the brush and have a look. Okay, that's a little bit more intense here. Don't wear anything nice if you want to do your makeup because you'll just put it all over you. I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush and just buff some of this a wee bit, just to soften it. And for my brows I'm going to do what I've been doing for a while now, and that's combining two different colours. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Bang & Brunette Brow, what is this, brow pomade, brow colour, and also the Chi Chi Brow Pomade in Taupe. Alright, and just to cut out underneath my brows, just to make it a little bit cleaner, I'm going to use my LA Colors Jumbo Eye Pencil, and this one is in Seashells. I love this. I've been doing this for quite some time now. And eye primer that I'm going to be popping on today, again, I've been using this so often. It's the Essence I Heart Stage eyeshadow base. I love this eyeshadow base. For some reason, this one is just my real favourite of the moment. I just like the way that it goes on. I like that it doesn't really interact negatively with like the powder or the products that are already on my face. It doesn't go clumpy. And best of all, it's only like a few dollars. It's so cheap. Okay, so to complete this eye look, I'm going to be using two different eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty, this is the Rose Gold palette. I'm going to be using this for sort of the browns, the transition shades, and the base shades. And to get the really beautiful green colour she's got on her eyelid, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Full Spectrum, and that is what this palette looks like here. I saw this palette in store, and I wasn't actually really that keen on it prior to seeing it in real life, and then I saw it in real life and I was like, I don't have colours like this. I've got nothing sort of like neon and just bright, so definitely needed this palette. So I'm going to be using that one for the bright colours. So the first shade that I'm going to put all over my eyelid just as a base is going to be this shade here, and this is just a cream shade, and it's called Bay, and that's just to lock down that eyeshadow base that I've put on. It's always worthwhile putting another powder base on top of that cream that you've just put on, otherwise when you go to put in your real colour it could be quite patchy. And now time for the colour. So now I'm going to take the Full Spectrum palette and I'm going to start with the shade Mean, and I'm going to be popping that right in my inner sort of, probably let's just say my first inner third. I'm going to pop it on dry first and see how intense the pigment is, but I may have to wet it. Urban Decay, why do you gotta do me like this? I just feel like the likes of Urban Decay and Too Faced were amazing brands like years and years and years ago. But now there are just so many amazing indie brands that have come through that are so pigmented that these guys just aren't keeping up with the play, and that really upsets me. Just saying. So I have loaded my brush and I'm going to wet it now just to try and get something out of it. And now taking the next dark shade, I'm going to use the shade Hatter. This one's matter, so I might get a better pigmentation out of this one. Let's just try dry first. Not too bad dry actually. Okay, so now I'm going to go straight back into the Huda Beauty palette again. I'm going to take a combination of Cocoa and Black Truffle, these two dark ones, just to really darken up that corner now. And now to add a little bit more of a sort of a lighter yellower limey shade, I'm going to add the shade Calavera, and this is that yellow shade. I'm not going to wet this because I don't want it too intense. I just want to yellow up that inner corner just slightly. And now to smoke out the underneath, I'm going to take a really tiny sort of skinny brush, and I'm going to take the shades again, Cocoa and this one, Black Truffle. I'm going to pop this on my lower lash line. Alright, and now off camera I'm just going to apply my liner, mascara and lashes. Okay, so that is the eyes done. I did quite a large wing in true Nikki fashion. So now for my lips, I'm just going to line my lips with the e.l.f. This is a lip liner in Natural Blush, which is just like a nice sort of light pink. And then I'm going to be using ColourPop's Ultra Matte Lip, and this one is in Vice. Okay, so I just felt like that lip colour just kind of like wasn't enough. Like I know Nikki's got some sort of gloss on top, but I've just applied the Lime Crime Diamond Crusher, and this is in Lit, and this is so pretty, like so pretty. So that's it for this look. It is done, it is complete, it is a glam AF. if you enjoyed this recreation, then how about you drop down below like some names of some people that you would like me to recreate their looks, and I will have a look through them and see if anything really sparks out at me. Thank you so much for watching, and you'll be seeing my face in the next one.